Hello everyone, welcome to YA Ed. I am your host, Mr. AA Ron himself. It is a glorious Monday, the first day of spring, baby, and welcome to each and every one of you. If you're new to the channel, once again, I am your host, Mr. AA Ron, and today we're going to be watching the State of Play gameplay trailer, I guess, for Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this was announced at PlayStation Showcase about 2 years ago in 2020. Adam and I reacted to the original announcement trailer, and I was super excited about it. And that excitement has carried in the 2 years, and now we're finally looking at gameplay, which is super cool. Just to get this out of the way, I've been seeing a lot of comments in regards to people not really liking this game, or not really liking people who are involved with this game, particularly the whole Harry Potter world in general, in regards to J.K. Rowling and everything going on with that. I'm not going to comment on it. I don't really know the full story. Harry Potter is something that has been such a big part of my life, and even taking the J.K. Rowling part of it out, I feel like there's more of an attachment to the film aspect of Harry Potter as opposed more to the books. Even though I read the books when I was young, they got me into reading. But my whole thing is, if you're a fan of these things, then there is a discussion, I think, that needs to be had in regards to whether you can disagree with someone who made a product but still enjoy the product. This isn't something that I feel your average nonsense is required is perfect, or is equipped to comment on. I feel like I've talked so much already just now about stuff that I don't feel like I'm properly able to communicate properly. So yeah, that's embarrassing. Without further ado, let's enjoy the 14-minute look at Hogwarts Legacy. Stop teasing me, just show me gameplay.
Lumos.
In-game footage.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world.
Cool.
You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding
So
world.
the goblins are the bad guys?
But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
Yes.
When you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you were starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So
I
you are
thought
the
he
new
looked
student.
older.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts,
Interesting.
Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
Ah, hello, class. Please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art
That's
of charm
not
work.
what, like-
But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
You may begin.
Yes.
Not bad for a beginner.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Here, you'll meet your professors and learn to cast spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries. You'll discover dungeons and secret passageways, as well as challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve. You may even find yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before.
The kitchens. Prefect's bathroom.
It's the late 1800s, so while the common rooms and classes may be familiar, most of your professors will not be.
Yeah.
However, you may recognize a few faces.
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them.
Nearly Headless
Sovereign is
Nick.
sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards in
Professor
class
Binns?
and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum. One's designed to help you catch up with the other 5th years at your own speed.
Can you play Quidditch?
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts. The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Are you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't
chosen
involve
one,
yourself
if
with
you
that
will.
just yet.
Let's go.
Enemies possess unique defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
A blood blood!
Counterattack
so
with
sick.
powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations. Students who become particularly adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
That's infuriating.
Slam with Descendo. Roast with Incendio. Devastate your enemies using various finishes. You can even use the mysterious, powerful magic your professors do not understand to obliterate your strongest foes.
Sick.
Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style. On your path to become the ultimate duelist.
That's so sick.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic. You can also loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Nice.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost. Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay. You can even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to incapacitate unsuspecting enemies. In Beasts class, you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of
Yes!
you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely.
Learning and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
Yes.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions. And over time, you'll learn their stories.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
But what happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules,
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin
We've been over this, boy. Figs cannot reverse a curse.
with a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
One of the most remarkable secrets of Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement. You're introduced to this space that seems to sense what you need and then provides it for you. Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear. A helpful house elf named Deke helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it? Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect your personality and magical specialties.
Oh my god. What the hell?
Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require. From potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear.
So cool.
But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain. Unique wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell, and missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts. Magical beasts roam the lands outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement.
Oh my gosh. That's so
But there are dangers beyond your understanding in the world as well. Dungeons and vaults hold perilous threats and also untold rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path. Master spells. Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here, in Hogwarts Legacy.
Holiday 2022.
PlayStation.
Okay, let me just. Oh my gosh. That was a lot. And if you guys watched the whole thing with me, thank you for watching. If you skipped right to this part, I don't blame you. That was a whole lot, but oh, I want this game now. Where do I start? Okay, so the first thing I want to start with is I was like, he looks a little, the character looks a little bit old. I was like, to be a first year, especially like if the whole thing is your years through Hogwarts. I was like, he looks a little bit old to be a first year, but the fact that you're starting Hogwarts late as a fifth year, which means you're 15, super interesting. I don't know why in the story they chose to do that, but I find that really, really interesting. But I think the main thing in this game that I'm excited for the most is just how expansive it is in terms of the Harry Potter world, the wizarding world. I think one of my favorite parts of playing the games was getting to explore different locations and get to really like experience the world for myself that I could only visually get to see through the movies. And that's what I loved about the game so much, is that you could actually go and explore these worlds. But it wasn't really until Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince that you were able to really explore Hogwarts as a whole. Being able to walk seamlessly through all the corridors, into the common rooms, and into the Great Hall, and into the Quidditch pitch. You couldn't really do that in any other game, and I found that the most rewarding, being able to do that and being able to explore. They didn't really do that in Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. It was more of a linear story told throughout chapters, where you would go to different locations, but you were kind of set on the story, so you couldn't really deviate from the story. Excuse me. You couldn't really deviate from the story. You kind of had to follow the path in. Actually, it was kind of every game except Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince. I know in the first 3 games you could kind of explore Hogwarts a little bit, but like they had like big loading screens, and it wasn't really until Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince where you could just seamlessly make your way through the whole castle. This feels like it's dialing that up to like a further than those other games could accomplish. And I think that the joys of what this gen is able to accomplish is that it's able to immerse you into this world and give you those kind of visuals that you're able to really experience your character. The fact that it's RPG style, I think, is perfect for this world, and I'm just so excited to get to play it this year. As far as the story goes, I'm almost not even interested in it. Like, I just kind of want to go everywhere else and do everything. The idea of it being set in the 1800s and the Goblin Rebellion, stuff that you've only kind of was sort of touched upon in the Harry Potter lore, I guess, as the history of magic teacher, Professor Bent, he was always talking about Goblin Rebellions in his class, and the fact that now you're being able to experience it and live it, with it being its own sort of cornerstone of the wizarding world, while also not clashing with other events that will take place further down the line, because we're in the 1800s, so we don't have to worry about Dumbledore, Grindelwald, or Voldemort for that matter. It can be its own little self-contained story while still seeing all the familiar Harry Potter locations that we know, such as the dungeons, the Room of Requirement, getting to fly around on Buckbeak, getting to play Quidditch. Oh my god, I just want to play Quidditch. Yeah, this looks great. This looks fun. The combat looks excellent, and the fact that you get to combine and differentiate between spells, I think is super cool and fun. It's something that Deathly Hallows kind of touched on a little briefly, but it felt a little janky. This feels a lot more fluid, and yeah, this game, I'm super excited to play it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this game, and congrats to everyone who worked on it. I really hope this game's good, because I'm super excited to play it. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this trailer reaction. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe to YAN, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.